The day my dog died was the day I decided I was done with the Harlan sisters and with this life. I carried Bucky's broken, lifeless body home, my arms trembling from exhaustion and something far heavier, the weight of 10 wasted years. The sisters Violet and Hazel were waiting for me, their faces tight with irritation. "You brought that mutt back again," Violet snapped, her arms crossed. Hazel didn't wait for my reply. She lunged forward, trying to yank Bucky from my grip. "Callan's allergic, you idiot. Are you trying to kill him now?" "Callan. My stepbrother. The man who had stolen everything from me. First my mother. Then the Harlan sisters, my so-called childhood friends who had once been my everything. I ignored them and buried Bucky myself. The only family I have left now lay 6 feet under." That night, I opened my inbox, scrolling past the unread messages until one caught my eye. "Mr. Bancroft, please confirm your enrollment in a Helix Biosciences program. Note, participation requires a 5-year absence from all external communication." I didn't hesitate. "Confirmed." Violet called at midnight, her voice sharp. "You bastard, Callan's an EE, or because of that flea-ridden dog you dragged home. You better cook him some stew and bring it over now." Hazel's voice chimed in from the background. "And no celery this time, make it fresh or don't bother." I hung up and stared at the photo on my desk. Me, Violet, and Hazel when we were kids. They promised to always have my back, but promises were easy to break when Callan entered the picture. I met the Harlan sisters when I was sent to live with my grandmother. Dad had just died, and Mom had remarried within weeks. Callan's father moved in, and with him came Callan, a boy who looked angelic but was anything but. At first, the sisters were my sanctuary. They protected me from bullies, brought warmth to my cold world, and even gifted me Bucky on my 10th birthday. But that warmth was the day Callan charmed his way into their hearts. My loyal companion became an inconvenience. Callan claimed he was allergic, and the sisters didn't hesitate to kick Bucky out. The dog always found his way back, only to be beaten and thrown out again. Now, he was gone. The next day, Callan sent a photo of Violet in an apron, shelling crab for him. Hazel was feeding him soup like a doting mother. His caption read, "The prince and his princesses together forever." I laughed bitterly. I wasn't in that picture anymore. I set a 7-day countdown on my phone. On the last day, I'd leave. By the second day, the paperwork for my departure was done. When I got home, I saw a bulldozer outside. It was aimed at Bucky's old doghouse. I shouted, sprinting forward. But I tripped, my knees scraping against the gravel. Blood dripped down my leg as I dragged myself in front of the bulldozer, shielding what little was left of Bucky's home. Callan stood nearby, pinching his nose. "Dead things belong in the trash," he sneered. My chest tightened as memories flooded back. When Dad died, Callan had thrown his only photo into the septic tank, laughing as he told me to fish it out. Mom hadn't cared. She locked me in a dark room for 3 days when I cried about it. Now, Callan's smirk was the same. I stood, my fists clenched. For once I wanted to fight back. But as I raised my hand, Callan stumbled theatrically, falling to the ground. "Callan!" Hazel screamed, rushing to him. She glared at me as she helped him up, her eyes full of fury. "You monster, how could you hurt him? He was just trying to distract you from that stupid dog." Hazel kicked me hard in the chest, sending me sprawling. "Apologize," she demanded, her voice venomous. Violet stood silently, holding Callan as if he were a fragile treasure. "It's just a doghouse, Henderson," she said coldly. "We can tear it down or the whole villa, if Callan wants." I tried to step past him to grab Bucky's old toys, but Hazel blocked me. "Not until you apologize," she hissed. I clenched my jaw, ignoring her. But she kicked the back of my knees, forcing me to kneel. My legs hit the ground hard. Callan smirked before turning to Violet with his innocent act. "It's too noisy out here. Can we go inside now?" As they walked away, I looked at the broken remains of Bucky's doghouse and whispered, "7 more days. This time, I wouldn't let them stop me."